That Rokuro, always telling all of us except Eleanor to work harder. Doesn't he realize that I'm a delicate maiden too? This is workplace discrimination. I should put him on a witch
One
trial
second.
and
I'll
burn
be
him at
right
the
back.
stake.
I don't think that's how witch trials work.
What's wrong, Eleanor? You look like you've got something on your mind.
I'm just trying to figure out what Rokuro was thinking. When I had Lord Shigure at the end of my spear, Rokuro threw his dagger right at my head. I thought I was dead for sure. I feel like I saw who he truly was, and it frightens me. But he and Lord Shigure are always trying to kill each other. I can't understand why he did what he did.
It might have something to do with his Bushido code.
What's Bushido?
Okay.
Is that like a sword fighter's code?
It's a way of thinking. Be loyal to your lord. Respect your parents. Protect the weak. And act with honor.
You're saying that he was following this Bushido code, and he was protecting me because I was weak?
He might have turned into a demon, but his memories and personality are still intact. I doubt his moral values have disappeared either.
Do you really think he believes in that Bushido stuff? Carving through his enemies with a cruel and unsparing sword! Slash! Pow! Shazam! That's the true nature of a Rangetsu man. I heard that when Velvet first met him, he immediately attacked her without any provocation. I'm sure you haven't already forgotten how he turned his swords on the kid in that fight against Kurogane.
I wouldn't read too much into what Magilu's saying. Rokuro lives for his sword, and that's just who he is. But I don't think he's all that bad. I thought you were the one who called him frightening. I know I said he can be a scary person, but how do I put it? I do feel there's more to him than just wanting to cut people up. It's like he's more sensitive to other people's emotions than he might seem to be at first glance. A sword fighter has to sense his opponents on some level, right? For a crazed demon, he's actually a nice guy. Is that it? Maybe. I don't know. It's not like I know him well enough to claim any deep personal insight or anything. You brought it up.
All right, calm down.
The map's getting filled in little by little.
There's still a long way to go. It's a big world out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot can happen on the waves. The far seas are unexplored territory for a reason.
I'd imagine so. The seasons and the weather can change the sea completely.
Oh. Do I sense a budding interest in the sea?
Think you're feeling less apathetic about it now?
I wouldn't say that. I was just reminded of something someone once said to me.
We're never gonna know what that was.
Never.
Anyway, there's a lot of children screaming in the neighbor's yard. So
Oh
close my
no.
window.
So many rogue children out to get you.
Yeah, that's definitely what's happening.
A bit ago, a manacled body got caught in my nets.
Manacled? A prisoner?
You too? Yesterday, my nets pulled up an arm. Manacles, even a brand on that one.
I really can't take this anymore. I'm losing my appetite, and it's bad for my heart.
You said it. Judging by the tides, they would have to have come from that prison island. Is it really just a prison?
You think it's strange, too? I've suspected something about that place for a while now. They say the whole island is a prison, but if you ask me, I bet it's just an execution ground.
Or it's for experimenting on demons.
Experimenting? What do you mean?
Testing the demons' capabilities. That's why they need prisoners. Food for the monsters.
Not a bad theory.
Just kidding! There's no way the Abbey would do something that horrible, right?
You sure think of some crazy ideas. I bet all of this is the work of some vicious pirate gang.
Yeah, something like that.
That guy. He's pretty sharp.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen any patrol ships around there recently. Used to be they'd chase you off if you got too close.
You know, you're right. If there are pirates about, it'll mean trouble unless the Abbey tightens up their patrols.
The best we can do is keep a wide berth of it for now. We wouldn't want pirates and demons sneaking up on us.
I think we'd notice if pirates or demons were around. No way they'd catch us unawares.
They're doubling down on
I
it.
can't tell if he's sharp
Go push them in the
or
water.
dull as a brick.
Oh, just gonna steal their breadcrumbs.
Haha!
They're mine now.
Now they will lead you
Wait.
nowhere.
I'm gonna go in another storehouse. Give me that. Oh, give me that.
I'm just disappointed at this point. This is going to be the second storehouse in a row that we haven't blown up.
You know, that might come later. Like I said, I don't have a perfect memory of this game.
Like that
You wanna
would have
find out
been
that the storehouses are where the villains are.
that would have been the perfect running gag.
Nah.
Just somehow you always end up blowing up the storehouse at the docks.
Give me that.
That's an interesting bridge.
This bridge has a bit of
Is this the
history
one we're
to
walking
it.
on?
Port
Yeah,
Rennie
probably.
was originally built here on this inlet. The water's deep enough for ships, but as you can see, it's a bit too narrow for a port. Large ships couldn't come close without a top-rate crew. So Port Rennie was used almost exclusively by smaller ships.
What about the Von Eltia?
We're the best of the best. We came and went as we pleased.
So your point is you wanted to brag.
Hey, let me finish. The people wanted their town to grow, so they built an outer harbor for large ships, and this bridge to connect to it.
Uh-huh. So that's why the port and the town are separate.
But there's more. We secretly helped provide the funds and resources for them to build it.
So you are bragging.
And did this bridge bring prosperity to Port Renede?
No.
I was
The
gonna say,
Abbey began
it bankrupted
regulating
them
shipping
horribly.
and travel, right about the time the town finished building the outer port. If only the seas had remained free, Port Renede would have developed into a center for commerce and trade.
I suppose things don't always go as planned.
Then again, even if Port Renede became a bustling port, we still would have no trouble slipping in or out.
I'm not biting this time.
Like. Yoink. Potat. Potat obtain.
Fish? Oh. For some reason,
When I
it
was
looked like
in
a
Port
fish
Saxon,
icon instead of the
I
Blood
heard
Wings
that a
icon.
swarm of demons attacked the palace and killed the high priest.
No way! Isn't the palace the most heavily guarded place in the world? How did the exorcist let that happen?
Bad news really does travel fast.
They say that the demons were disguised as humans, but were actually enormous monsters, twice the size of any man. They had razor-sharp horns and 3 burning eyes. They could take over your mind just by glaring at you.
If the demons were that terrible, no wonder the exorcist couldn't deal with them.
Some rumors say they escaped. Some say a legate took them down in a climactic battle. But no one knows the truth. We should be ready to run in case they show up.
Is the world falling apart? Will the bad times return again?
A horned giant with 3 eyes, huh? Velvet, you're one scary lady.
They said swarm, so they were talking about you, too.
Give me that. Go back to your conversation.
Stuff.
I was just checking the levels.
So, sorry, just can we go back to that guy? Just look at the final monster again. You move the hyphen 1 word over, and it's just a guy walking around eating a carrot. Moving on.
I know I'm repeating myself, but that's just not possible.
But the High Priest hasn't been seen since then. How do you explain that? I heard some people from the capital say that he might have been attacked by demons.
The Abbey's trying to cover it up, but
Hey,
the
we
truth
did
is
that.
getting out.
The security at the palace is better than anywhere else. Demons breaking in? Inconceivable.
But what if a whole horde assailed the castle?
The exorcists guarding the palace are elite, the best of the best. Horde or not, they couldn't have gotten in.
But what if they were some sort of giant demons? No matter how elite the guards may be, they'd have trouble against something like that.
If giant demons appeared in the capital, there'd be an uproar. I understand your concerns, But please remain calm and trust us. Panic and confusion is just what the demons want. They'll use it to slip into this very town.
Well, we know that, but still.
It looks like rumors from the capital are spreading.
The more chaos there is here, the easier it'll be for us to move around.
Good luck with that cat's chest. Oh, sparkly. Sparkling plant. Yes. With that cat's chest. Good luck. It's up.
It is up. Don't.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Also, that was a lot.
That was a lot of cats.
Or
and it's not giving me anything.
Nothing.
We did just get something from our last cast.
It's true. It's true. And as you said, that seems to be every certain amount, not every single chest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let's do it.
All right.
I didn't even read all the rules, but I think I know what game this is.
That's a problem. It could be a problem.
What do you mean?
Not reading all the rules could be a problem.
Oh, I've played this kind of game before.
Oh, okay.
I forget the name. Koi Koi, maybe, is the name of this game? It's in Yakuza.
Oh, okay.
Bastard.
I don't.
It's Koi Koi.
Okay.
This is how the game works.
And I know what's going on. Ah! It's Pascal!
Oof. That's an oofta. So basically, the suits are the game.
Uh-huh.
The game the character's in, and then they have the symbols, and the symbols are the actual points.
Okay.
So you have to match the suit to get the cards to collect points.
Uh-huh.
That is my understanding of Koi Koi.
Okay.
A lot of these minigames I may do off screen. Like I may decide one day to just be like, hey, I want to do some of these. Koi Koi is just a game I'm not very good at because I barely understand it. Need to properly refresh on the rules. But it uses kind of like a betting system where you can choose to end the round when you have point conditions, but you want to like get more points.
Okay.
Can I mahjong's like that? Okay.
Hello there. How can I help you today?
We're looking for Salatoma flowers.
Well now, that's an order I don't get every day. It's not for the Corsair's Scourge by any chance.
The very same. Some of our crew developed fever 3 days ago. I want to take care of it as quickly as possible.
Understandable, but unfortunately, I'm out of stock right now.
How can you be out of stock? The flower's in season, isn't it?
It is, but not too long ago, a demon appeared in Warg Forest, where we harvested. And now the Abbey won't let anyone inside.
They what?
Why haven't they exterminated the demon?
From what little I've heard, they've had trouble tracking the thing. 100 people go in, maybe only one will actually come across the beast.
If it's so rare, then what's the danger?
Because nobody who's encountered it has come back alive.
First the Corsair's Scourge, then no medicine, the Abbey, and a mysterious demon. Never a dull moment with the Reaper's Curse, eh?
I could try to order some from other towns, but if you're already on day 3, it might not make it in time.
But if we go to the Warg Forest, the Solitoma will be in bloom, correct?
Right, but the demon...
We're going to the forest.
You
To the
cannot
forest.
stop me.
Yes, I won't stop. We're a simple country shop.
With
We have
better-
the same shit that every other store does.
Actually, they've got better stuff. They've got peach gel here.
You have peach shells. How do I find those? Oh.
More people to talk to.
They appeared.
Dad, I can't take it anymore. I can't deal with life in this village.
There you go, with the whining again.
Those two, they seem to be rather upset.
Best stay out of it. They're going at it hammer and tongs. The phrase is hammer and tongs.
I'm not whining. It's been 10 years and the village is no better off than when we started. Every year it gets colder, and every year our harvest gets worse. And the risk of demon blight hasn't gone away.
Your point? Compared to other regions, Westgand has fewer cases of demon blight. Other areas are suffering worse from the cold and the demons. I'd say we're better off here than anywhere else.
You're saying we're lucky that all we have to worry about is cultivating this inhospitable land?
Don't be so impatient. We'll see results. Westgand has incredible potential. If we keep working this land, eventually it will become a prosperous place. Maybe not now, but in 100 years or 1,000, our descendants will have joy and plenty. That's enough for me.
There you go again. Who cares about ancestors? I'm talking about...
Good man, your words have moved me. As an exorcist, I promise to work my hardest to end the demon blight and help people like you find security.
Oh, thank you for your kind words, young exorcist. Then I have a request. How about you start helping by marrying this fool son of mine?
What?
Ever since his lover gave him the slip, he's been whining like this nonstop.
I'm very sorry, but that wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
Very sorry, but that was a weird thing for you to ask.
We've spoken to the not green exclamation point.
Yeah.
The demon of Warg Forest? Yeah, I heard about it. It's been the talk of the town round here lately. My guess is it's some kind of invisible demon. Scary, right?
An invisible demon?
A bunch of exorcists got together to hunt the demon, but they couldn't find it. If it's not invisible, then maybe it's so fast they couldn't see it, or too small for them to notice.
What kind of watch are they keeping on the forest now?
Shouldn't you know? You're an exorcist too, right?
Yes, but my duties take me from place to place, and I don't know the details of the demon hunts in this area.
I see. I don't really know the details myself either, but I hear the exorcists are patrolling in shifts.
Interesting. It sounds like they still might not have a good lead on what this demon is.
Please hurry. Find that demon and get rid of it. We won't feel safe until it's gone.
You have my word. We'll do everything we can.
We're here to find Solitoma. Sorry, but we don't have time to go demon hunting.
I know.
Yes, but you see, Velvet. Where are you right now? That's right, you're in a video game. Going to fight the demon.
Gonna fight the demon.
Look, there it is.
No, it's a different one.
I know, but I didn't specify which demon we're going to fight.
Like, this is a Fens of Nog, and it just makes it sound like this place is not filled with water, but eggnog.
Well, that's what it is. You didn't notice that apostrophe in there? They got the nog in abundance here.
Everyone attack! Let's get
Okay.
started.
Why are we getting an AI selection tutorial 30 hours into the game? No, not 30, but like...
Well, that about does it.
I challenge you.
All right. So since I've been
It looks like no one is
getting
injured.
back into playing Magic recently, I've been having more ideas for commander decks.
Don't waste my time.
Oh,
Yeah. This is currently I have 5 deck ideas that I have yet to build out because that's a lot.
Just like I'm stuck in the middle.
You sure are. That'll get you out of there. But none of them are as like a lot of the times with the newer commanders, the decks kind of build themselves. It's like you know what the strategy and the lines of play are, so it's nothing too fancy. But the 5 ideas I have, what, 3 of them are tribal
Don't
decks.
waste my time.
So there's that. But okay, so one of them is a since they recently printed an actually good werewolf commander, do a werewolf tribal finally.
Finally.
Yeah.
What about this one?
They just, you know, there's finally a good commander for it. So that's gonna be one. That's actually one that I haven't built yet. Like construct, you know, put together what made a deck list for it. There we go. That's the one I'm gonna work on next. So I don't really have anything much to say on it, aside from it will be red-green because werewolves.
Yeah, kind of gotta be.
Yeah, there's like only a couple other werewolves in like other colors, and there's no commander that supports those anyway. So you know, there's that. But for the rest of the decks that I can talk about, the one I just most recently put together a list for is Rat Tribal.
Said, what's the Reaper's Curse Magilu was talking about?
So many relentless rats.
Aizen's presence has the power to bring misfortune to the people around him.
Is that some sort of special Moloch power or something? It's worse than mere misfortune. At Vortigern, there was a sudden mass outbreak of demon blight, and many of his fellow crew died on his watch. I find that a little hard to believe, honestly.
The Reaper's curse is all too real. It was the Reaper's curse that tore me from you and got me captured by Miss Magilu.
Oh, is that so?
I missed you so much. The hazy, halcyon days when I would blow on your cheeks to make your tears dry up.
Hey, that's not...
It must be destiny that we've been reunited. How I wish I could return to your side once more.
Do what you want. I don't care.
Really?
I won't stop you. Maybe she wants a Moloch who freely divulges a young girl's secrets.
I'm fine, thank you very much.
I've already got Loppy set to look after as it is.
Aw, no fair! Is he the one who blows on your tears now when you cry?
He most certainly does not. And as of right now, you're a stranger to me.
Yes!
Rip Bien Phu.
What? Just so we're clear, Laphicet will do no blowing on any cheeks.
Of course not. I mean, not that it ever happened in the first place anyway. Just forget it. Yet another victim of the Reaper's curse!
Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Rat Tribal, except it's not mono black, which would be obvious. No. It is Orzhov. Because there was a commander printed in Kamigawa. Greasefang. So
Okay,
it's actually rats and vehicles.
Okay.
I like the line of play of Greasefang, and then also there's a few rats that play well with that. So it's a pseudo rat tribal, but mostly vehicles. And it's just constantly reanimating vehicles is the thing. Actually, it's kind of like reanimating vehicles as like a control method, and then I've got like 3 win cons to overrun with a swarm of rats. So that's the idea anyway.
Rats.
Yeah, rats. So there's that. The third tribal deck is squirrels.
Eleanor, are you feeling all right?
Yes, for now at least.
I'm glad for that. But please remember, the Reaper's curse is no joke.
Is Isen's curse even real? I'm having trouble believing in it.
You never know. Talk like that might give you a stomachache, or a blister, or a bug might fly into your mouth.
A bug?
Miss Moggy-Lou, please stop making up things just to scare Madame Eleanor. Like when you said that 4 Navy warships tried to detain the Von Eltia and disappeared without a trace? Or that Eisen made a stopover on an island and the men there caught demon blight? Or that a man bumped into his shoulder and started laughing and died from suffocation?
Please stop. That's even more frightening.
That's a pack of lies. It was 7 warships. Everyone on the island, not just men, caught demon blight. And the guy who bumped into me died from hiccups.
Hold me.
But as far as the Corsair's Scourge goes, you don't need to worry. Just drink the Solitoma juice and you'll be fine.
Assuming they're in bloom.
Yeah, there is that.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So squirrels, right? The commander says if you would make
a look at this
E&E token, also make a squirrel token.
Nice.
And it's not make a squirrel token, it's make that many squirrel tokens. So just there's a lot of fun cards that are not listed on the basically you open an EDA track page, you grab most of the top cards from that, and you're good to go. But for this, I was like, no, there's a weird cards that exist that make a lot of tokens that are just not in deck lists. For this, so it'll be good. Like there's the one in particular that I'm thinking of is a card called 1 Dozen Eyes.
Are we ready for this?
Which says make a 5/5 beast. It's 6 mana, green. Make a 5/5 beast or make 5/1/1 insects. With Entwine. But I'm never gonna be casting it with the Entwine cost or for the single beast token because that's 5 insects and 5 squirrels.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that. It's good. And that is the only deck where I might actually shell out the money for a doubling season. Yet to be seen. What's the other 2 decks? Right. Another deck is a modular, because they made a modular commander. basically I just enjoy turning all of my old casual decks into, well, they're still casual, but 60 card decks into commander decks.
Yeah.
And since I had a this one's interesting though, because my 60 card modular deck is green, blue, and black, but the commander deck is white and red. Just completely color flipped. But that's how it be.